You ready? You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your humble host Hunter here. Happy Halloween season, everyone. I've got a review for No One Will Save You, which is directed and written by Brian Duffield. Brian Duffield, you know from being a producer on Cocaine Bear, which I might review Cocaine Bear. I saw it like a month ago, but maybe I'll review Cocaine Bear for this month. But he also wrote Love and Monsters, which if you haven't seen Love and Monsters, watch Love and Monsters. It's such a fun fucking movie. Maybe I'll review. Oh God, I might review that too. But he not only wrote that movie, he also went ahead and wrote The Babysitter, which, if you've listened to my review for The Babysitter and The Babysitter Killer Queen, I adore those fucking movies. I think they're so much fun. He also wrote Kristen Stewart's Underwater, which is another movie I think is very underrated. He did write the Divergent series Insurgent film, but you know, not everything can be a hit. But this movie stars Kaitlyn Dever, sup girl, as Bryn Adams, and this is another movie this year that it's a Twilight Zone episode. It's a Twilight Zone episode in movie form, and it's just this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. I won't even try to be suspenseful. I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. It's a movie that has so little dialogue. There's maybe 20 words spoken, if that. But this movie is just, it's perfect. It's perfect for what it's trying to be. It really is the best version of what it's shooting for. So to jump in here, as I mentioned, Kaitlyn Dever plays Bryn. You, of course, know Kaitlyn Dever from Last Comic Standing, Justified, Spectacular Now, Short Term 12, Booksmart. She was recently in Rosalind and Ticket to Paradise. She's the only good thing about Dear Evan Hansen. That's how good she is. But she goes ahead and she plays Bryn. And Bryn is this social pariah, essentially. She's this woman who's incredibly talented. You see like all the arts and crafts and stuff that she's put together, and like she sews her own dresses, and she's incredibly crafty, and she's incredibly smart and witty, and she can dance. She just seems fun, but she's been alienated from her town because of an event that occurred. And so she really is living by herself. But then she goes ahead randomly in the middle of the night. She's woken up by these noises. And I will say, before I jump too far in here, don't watch the trailer for this. I think the colder you go into this movie, the more you're going to enjoy it. So I'm not spoiling anything by telling y'all, it's aliens. The things that are invading our house are aliens. And look, I am old school when it comes to some of my creature designs, as far as what I like. I think that's part of the reason why District 9 hits as well for me as it does. Not just because the script is, fucking brilliant, but also because the alien design, while definitely upgraded, it's still definitely rooted in that old school, just white flying saucer vibe of aliens. It feels very Mars, like upgraded Mars Attacks in that way. It's very old school, and I love that. And while the budget on this, I believe it's a small budget, it's like 20 million, but holy shit, I love the design of the aliens in here. It's simple, but yet it's retro, but yet upgraded. It's such a cool look and such a cool design. And there are different variations of aliens, which I think they do a good job of dispersing at certain peak moments of the movie. One thing that Dever does an incredible job of is like these pauses that she makes when she'll hear a noise, and just the way she reacts to things, the way she's able to tell such a story with just her facial expressions is really inspired. And there's a scene in particular with a refrigerator that is so fucking tense that I was sitting there in I was flexing my fingers. I was just like squirming in my seat as I was watching this. I love the way that this film builds tension, and there are several scenes where you just don't know what the fuck is going to happen, and several scenes where what you think is going to happen might happen, but then it does something else that you go, oh wow, that caught me completely off guard. And the film just kept surprising me in the best way. Another thing that I really love about this movie is, considering the budget's only 20 million, there are some shots in particular throughout this film that are some of my favorite shots in a film all year. There, so I'm going to give you a couple timestamps. I'm not going to give you any context, but write these down: 11:32, 11:51, 18:58, 2018, 2019, 21:44, 21:51, 61:37, and the whole sequence between 30:32 and 32:32. I'll just give you those, but there are just some of the shots here are absolutely gorgeous. There's a shot in this film that's very reminiscent of a shot in Nope that I just went, I don't know if that's intentional, but if it is, that's awesome, and if it's not, that's just a wonderfully happy coincidence. The film really is similar. If I had to compare it to something, I'd compare it very much to something like Cloverfield, where they're very upfront about the fact. That's why I don't feel bad talking about the aliens. They're pretty upfront about the fact it's aliens from pretty early on. So then it's just a matter of, seeing aliens, and they do just enough. Use some shadows here, some cool lighting here, just to whet your appetite. And so then when you actually see the aliens and they start becoming more involved and you're seeing more of them on your screen, the moment feels so earned, as opposed to the movie just went, here are aliens, go nuts. I really appreciate that. I love the way they use tension to really enhance what you get. And once you find out about Kaitlyn Dever's Bryn and kind of what was going on with her, they do a very good job of fleshing out Bryn's backstory. And the film tells you a lot without obviously verbally telling you. The movie itself really trusts you, the audience, to go ahead and pay attention and pick up on these clues. And, later on in the film, there's obviously more of an exclamation point. But the movie definitely does a good job of not questioning your intelligence, but giving you the pieces and the breadcrumbs. Like, it's a very fine balance that the movie strikes that I think really fucking works. And I was just happy. Like, as I'm sitting there watching this, I went, not only is this flying by, this movie is like 93 minutes. It zooms by, as I mentioned. It's perfectly paced. And when I got to the end of this movie, I started laughing because I went, this is going to be a point of conflict for people in the sense of what the film was trying to say. And I actually love the fact that there is, if you go online once you watch it, there's already so much discourse about what the end of the film means. And I love that. I love that there's actual discourse about this movie and about what the film's trying to say, where it ends up. I dig it so much, and I'm so happy that this movie is vibing with people. It's on Hulu, as I can't remember if I mentioned that, but it's on Hulu. So definitely check it out, because it is so worth your fucking time. This would be a great double feature with something like 10 Cloverfield Lane or The Strangers. This would actually be a really good double feature with The Strangers. But I just adore this fucking movie. It's my number 4 favorite film currently on my top 10 list. Obviously, we're in October. My list will change another 20 times before we get to Oscar season. But I adore this fucking movie. It's a fan-fucking-tastic to the highest degree. This is a movie that will be in my Halloween rotation moving forward. between this and Bodies, and The Blackening. Those are a couple films Halloween films I've seen in the last, last 12 months that'll be yearly rotation stuff. I haven't watched Ghostbusters yet for the season because I don't think I've reviewed Ghostbusters. I should review Ghostbusters if I haven't. But I'm really excited to rewatch this again. I haven't shown this to my partner, but this will definitely be something we end up watching together. But absolutely adore this movie. Fan-fucking-tastic to the highest degree. Kaitlyn Dever, she's special, y'all. Like between this and Booksmart alone, she's such a special actress, and I'm so happy we get to witness her ascent of greatness. It's very similar to when you see like Saoirse Ronan and you see her and you see, between See How They Run and Lady Bird and Little Women. It's just so cool to see someone in their prime, starting to realize how good they are. And I hope Kaitlyn Dever does know how great she is, because she's fucking fantastic. So yeah, absolutely check this out. It's on Hulu. Well worth your time. No one will save you. But if you've seen it, what did you think of it? Let us know in the comments. You can follow yours truly on the Twitter at jhunterrealpineapple. You can follow me on TikTok as well at jhunterrealpineapple. You can find all of our links a little easier if you go on linktr.ee/jhunterrealpineapple. That again is REEL pineapple. It is double R by the way, so it's jhunter and then there's another R and then eel pineapple. But you can go ahead, please like, share, and subscribe and rate the podcast. It definitely helps us out. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music, TuneUp, and Samsung Podcasts, and iHeartRadio at The Real Pineapple. You can go ahead and like both our pages on Facebook at The Real Pineapple. That again is REEL Pineapple and Real Pineapple Games. And you can go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky at jhunterrealpineapple. And you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/jhunterrealpineapple. I'm going to be hopping on there near the end of the month. I haven't decided what I'm going to stream yet. Probably Resident Evil 4 is what I'm leaning towards. But I'll go ahead and let y'all know as we get closer to the end of the month as I'm getting my stuff finalized. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. I've got more reviews coming out for Halloween, including a review of all the Scream films to close out the month. I'm really excited to bring those to y'all. I'm going to have a review up for The Haunted Mansion, the latest Disney film. And I'm going to review a Twilight Zone episode. I haven't decided which one yet, but I'm going to review one of those. I'm going to review the X-Files episode Home. Haven't seen that in years, but I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to rewatch that. I'm going to review a Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode. And got some other stuff coming down the pipeline for y'all, including a review for Bodies, The Wrath of Becky. I'm going to review The Birds because I haven't watched that in a while. And I want to get some Hitchcock rewatch. So quite a few things coming down the pipeline, everyone. But everyone, stay safe out there. Take care of each other. Get your booster and your flu shot, please. We're heading to those winter months. I want y'all to be safe. But everyone, thank you again for your support. Stay safe out there. Take care of each other. And never forget to keep it real.